Right now at 10 or 11, a local high school revives a grant for 5 new electric school buses to its fleet.
And the La Crosse County Board approves new ATV routes.
Plus, a high school softball team getting long-awaited upgrades to a local field.
We're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10 at 11:30. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
We do have an alert day in our Cooley region, so we're going to send things over to our chief meteorologist, Greg Barnhart.
Yeah, we do have the alert day right now, so we're going to kind of show you a little bit different feel how this goes as we look at overall the conditions that we're looking at for tonight. It's a 2 to 6 inches of snow that's coming this way right now. It's already starting to fall, so hazardous commute is to be expected for Friday morning. All areas, once again, right now there's a winter weather advisory for all the areas. There's actually maybe a little bit of winter storm warning as you go closer to Minneapolis, but this will go through tomorrow morning about 10 to noon, and then everything begins to wind down pretty quickly. Once again, about 2 to 6. Then if we look at right now radar, and you got some cameras right there, you can actually see up towards Eau Claire. It is beginning to accumulate a little bit on the roads. I think it picked up a little bit more than a ½ inch so far. Not seeing any accumulation right now, just wet roads over Toma. And if you look at the sky cam down to the corner right there over this, we're seeing snow, but overall too wet. Visibility, you can see light to moderate bands. There are a few bands out there that are doing 1 to 2 miles of visibility. That'll continue overnight. It won't be a steady 1 mile. But as we look at it pretty much over the whole entire morning, we're not going to see areas up to the north wrap up with snow. Probably till about after 5, it'll start lightening up towards Eau Claire. It'll be later in the day or later in the morning for areas to the south, especially as you go further towards Prairie du Chien and Boscobel area. And I'll break that down a little bit later in the broadcast, exactly how much we're going to get. And the bigger story is, this is storm 1. We have storm number 2 coming, and I'll break that down a bit later in the broadcast too.
A lot to break down, Greg. Thank you very much for the information. If you live in La Crosse, you might have received a certain school board mailer recently. A conservative political action group called the 1776 Project has sent it out endorsing candidates Tim Alberts and Adam Manka. The mailer says studies report over 40% of the student population in La Crosse have been using illegal drugs. They cite a News 8 Now article to support that claim. That claim is misleading. News 8 Now reported back in November that school board candidate Adam Manka conducted a study on his own about in-school drug use. And he claimed that 40 to 60% of students are actively using drugs in La Crosse public high schools. But he had no evidence to back that claim, and News 8 Now reported that he provided no such evidence. Now, in a statement sent to News 8 Now, school board candidate Tim Alberts said he had no prior knowledge of this mailer. He adds that he took no money from the 1776 Project and that he was surprised that an organization can publish things like that with no consent. News 8 Now has reached out to the 1776 Project for comment.
The man accused in a fatal UTV crash is out on bond. That's according to the Monroe County DA. According to the Sheriff's Department, 23-year-old Danielle Fields of Sparta died due to injuries sustained during a UTV crash. Fields was a passenger of that UTV that 24-year-old Keegan Saver was driving. He also sustained injuries and was transported to an area hospital. Alcohol was considered a contributing factor to the crash. Saver was booked on 2 homicide charges. He was given a $15,000 cash bond, which he posted yesterday. His initial court appearance is scheduled for April 23rd.
The La Crosse County Board tonight approving 6 county highways in the towns of Berry and Greenfield for UTV and ATV traffic. Town leaders and the Cooley Cruisers ATV UTV Club have asked the board to open parts of county highways M, O, OA, B, FO, YY, and NN. Now, routes 2 through 7 on that screen were approved tonight. Route 1 will be discussed in future meetings. That's because a report from the La Crosse County Sheriff's Office found that route has the potential for low visibility over at St. Joseph's Ridge. According to the Joint County ATV Council, all county roads in Monroe, Vernon, Crawford, Buffalo, and Richland counties are currently open to ATV/UTV traffic.
The La Crosse County Board also passed a resolution calling for an end to puppy mills. The county's Health and Human Services Board initially called for more statewide efforts to regulate and prohibit puppy mills. The county board passed that committee's resolution unanimously. The resolution does not change any laws or regulations regarding puppy mills.
The school district of Mondovi received 5 new electric buses through a federal grant, and they'll be hitting the road sooner than later.
News 8 Now's Michael Germain shows us the spark behind the district's new rides.
Mondovi is the first school district in Buffalo County to hit the road with electric buses, all thanks to a federal grant.
We put in for 5 buses and didn't know if we were going to get all 5.
But ask and you shall receive. The district got all 5 buses and charging systems to go along, and the district is wasting no time getting them on the road. The new buses arrived this week. They'll be hitting the streets first thing Monday morning.
So we're going to cut down on emissions.
While air quality is an important factor, it is not the only difference folks can expect to see.
That they don't feel like they need to be shouting over the top of the noise from the bus, because it's actually quite quiet.
These new buses will help save 35 cents a mile over diesel buses, allowing bus drivers to do their morning and afternoon routes off one full charge. The final piece is maintenance. Very little work is required. Tasks like oil changes and fill-ups are things of the past. One driver in the district says he's already noticing the difference in his shoulder.
No transmission shifting. It's kind of like one of the other bus drivers says, like driving an electric golf cart.
Reporting in Mondovi, Michael Germain, News 8 Now.
Okay, thank you, Michael.
A convicted associate of Rudy Giuliani says Wisconsin U.S. Senator Ron Johnson worked with them to manipulate the public about Joe Biden's family. Democrats this week invited Lev Parnas to testify before the House Oversight Committee. Parnas was sentenced to 20 months in prison in connection with convictions on campaign finance, wire fraud, and false statements. He worked with Giuliani to dig up damaging information in Ukraine on Joe Biden and his son Hunter leading up to the 2020 election. Parnas told the committee his work didn't unearth any evidence of Biden criminal activity tied to Ukraine. Despite that, Parnas testified that Senator Johnson, among other congressmen, were eager to help spread unvetted information, and that's something Johnson denies.
Senator Ron Johnson was our guy in the Senate. It was told to me that when we push the information, he's going to push it in the halls of Congress.
It's an outrageous false accusation. It's actually outrageous the Democrats would call him as a witness. He's a convicted felon.
Republicans launched an impeachment inquiry into the president back in December. Though GOP efforts have so far not tied the president directly to any wrongdoing. One House Democrat says the inquiry is a sham and that Republicans actually never intend to impeach.
I'll make the motion, Mr. Chairman. I want to help you out. You can second it, right? Like, make the motion to impeach President Biden. Go ahead. It's your turn. You second it. It's never going to happen, because they don't have the evidence.
Do you see this ever hitting the floor for a vote?
Again, we'll have to see where the conference is when we have all the facts.
Now, a central part of Republicans' investigations is an ex-FBI informant who claimed a Ukrainian energy company paid Joe and Hunter Biden $5 million each in bribes. Federal prosecutors indicted that informant last month, saying he told the FBI that Russian intelligence was behind those claims.
The La Crescent Hoka Middle High School softball field is getting some long-awaited upgrades. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall joins us with the details.
La Crescent Softball Booster Club president says the new additions will not only provide a better experience for fans and players, it'll create equity between area baseball and softball. For seniors Kayla Langan, Kinley Gretton, Paige Johnson, and Macy Hill, being able to play under lights is a big deal.
It's been a long time coming, but yeah, we've been fortunate enough to receive the lights this year for our senior year.
Booster Club President April Carlson says a change in administration helped make it possible.
We had a new superintendent who wanted to get some of our facilities updated on the school grounds. And so we saw that as an opportunity to really work with the school district and get some much needed improvements. Those improvements now leveling the playing field between local baseball and softball programs. So games were getting called early, they couldn't finish all their innings. And in the meantime, we look down the street and not even a block away, we can see the glow of the baseball field lights. When fans fill the bleachers, they'll also feel a little safer watching games and have a better view. Fans that had disabilities or couldn't, walk up the bleachers and were sitting in chairs or in wheelchairs weren't able to see the game very well. So in opening up this netting, bringing in the new bleachers that are ADA compliant, we're also creating more equity for our fans to enjoy the games as well.
Carlson says the new amenities cost around $150,000, with the money coming from the district's budget, the Booster Club, and fundraising. She hopes the effort will emphasize an important message.
Female athletes have always been great athletes, and we just want to recognize that you know, we want more fans at our games. We want to show them that we support them just as much as the boys in the community and in our program.
In La Crescent, Jeremy Wall, News 8 Now.
Now, the boosters aren't finished yet. The nonprofit is trying to get running water for the concession stand and outdoor bathrooms.
Well, the manhunt is over in Idaho.
2 men have been arrested after a prisoner violently escaped authorities yesterday.
Celebrate and save at Ashley's anniversary sale with hot buys, your choice of colors starting at just $3.99. Or shop new looks for less with 0% interest until March 2029 on in-store purchases. Celebrate and save today, only at Ashley.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota. Wow.
Yeah.
I love it. Woo!
Whoa. Oh, hey.
Hey. What are we, Steve?
Winners.
I love you.
Right now, you can get 3.99% APR for 60 months on a new 2024 Camry. Visit Toyota.com to learn more.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Celebrate and save at Ashley's Anniversary Mattress Sale. Bring home a new Ashley Sleep Mattress starting at $250. Plus, for a limited time only, receive a free adjustable base with select mattress purchases. Visit your local Ashley store or Ashley.com to celebrate and save today.
The manhunt for an Idaho prison gang member and his accomplice is over. Police say they arrested the men today about 130 miles from where the suspect staged a coordinated and violent escape yesterday.
Danya Backus has the latest.
Skylar Mead and Nicholas Umpenauer now behind bars.
There was a short vehicle pursuit, and both suspects were taken into custody separately. There were no shots fired or extensive use of force in this operation.
It was a very different scene Wednesday morning outside this Boise hospital where Mead was being treated for self-inflicted injuries. Police say an armed Umpenauer dressed in dark clothes shot corrections officers and helped Mead escape custody. 3 officers were wounded in the incident.
We know with near certainty this was not an accident. This was a planned event.
The 2 then went on the run for about 36 hours. Police say first heading about 250 miles north where they ditched their car. Law enforcement is now investigating 2 homicides that are potentially connected.
We did find the shackles at the scene of one of the homicides, so that's one of the ways that we tied them together.
Police say the suspects were driving the car of one of the murdered men when they were arrested in southern Idaho Thursday. The Idaho Department of Corrections says both Mead and Umpenauer are known members of the Aryan Knights prison gang, a white supremacist group formed in Idaho's prison system in the 90s, and from 2020 through January of this year, they were both in prison together.
There were times within that time frame where they shared, they were in the same housing unit at our facilities.
Both are expected to face charges related to the escape and now possibly murder. Danya Backus, CBS News.
The suspects are in court tomorrow afternoon. One of the 3 wounded corrections officers has been released from the hospital.
The other 2 remain hospitalized, but they're expected to recover.
Controlling a computer mouse with your brain.
The latest on Neuralink's first human trial when we come back.
We got snow tonight through tomorrow morning, a break Saturday, but we got another winter storm coming for Sunday with an alert day condition for that. I'll break both those down and show how much snow we'll get. That all coming up on your First One Weather Update after the break.
At By Goff and Rohde, we know reputation is important.
and it can affect your case's outcome. If you want your case to be taken seriously, you need lawyers who are taken seriously. By Goffin Rohde, serious injuries need serious lawyers.
We forge steel bars that hold up bridges, propel ships, and send rockets into space.
But for years, China's been lowballing their prices, so it's been tough to compete.
We can't let China steal Wisconsin jobs, so I wrote a law to require American infrastructure projects use American iron and steel.
Tammy Baldwin got President Trump to sign her Made in America bill.
And then she got President Biden to make it permanent.
I'm Tammy Baldwin. I approve this message.
Tammy Baldwin has our back.
The Honda you want is here. Get a great offer on the stylish HR-V or the Civic. Which car and driver called fun to drive? There's never been a better time to drive in the moment with Honda. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. Whether you're ready to hit the road, tackle the yard, or start a new project, we get you the right products at the right prices. Like 36-pound bags of Estate Crabgrass Preventer, $32.99. 20-pound bags of Blaine's brand Cardinal Songbird food, $14.99. Rewards members save an extra $1. And 5 quarts of Blaine's Full Synthetic Motor Oil, $23.99. Just $20.99 for rewards members. We get you outdoors because we get you at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
There's no better time to get started on your 2024 outdoor living project than the 2024 Early Bird Home Show, which is only at the Board Store. Visit our showroom, explore the possibilities, patio covers, operable pergolas. For year-round living, consider the cabin room or the more traditional room. Stop in, arrange for a prompt free estimate on your 2024 outdoor living project during the 2024 Early Bird Home Show, only at the Board Store.
Is your personal injury lawyer trying to sell you a settlement that you don't think is fair? You need a lawyer who won't settle your case just to move on to the next one. Get the full compensation you deserve. Get by Goffin Rohde.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
We are learning more about the first patient in Neuralink's human trial.
The revolutionary technology is allowing a man to control a computer mouse with his mind.
The company, owned by Elon Musk, posted a video of 29-year-old Nolan Arbaugh playing chess. Arbaugh is paralyzed from the shoulders down after a diving accident.
He received an electronic brain implant in January, which allows him to control the cursor of a mouse just by thinking about it.
I think it just became intuitive for me to start imagining the cursor moving. Basically, it was like using the force on the cursor, and I could get it to move wherever I wanted. Just stare somewhere in the screen, and it would move where I wanted it to.
He says there's a lot of work that still needs to be done with the technology, but it's already changed his life.
Fascinating.
Yeah, right?
Oh my gosh, imagine. Just start moving things with your
Like
mind.
he said, the force.
Yeah. Well, we have a little bit of a force coming down right now. It's flurrying outside right as we speak.
Yeah, that's right. More potentially to come. Let's get the latest from Chief Meteorologist Greg Barnhart.
Yeah, we're snowing already pretty good at some areas. Looks like road conditions getting further north are already getting snow covered. But we do have that 2 to 6 inches all areas through tomorrow morning. We should see that lighten up here and then actually become just wet roads. But right now, winter weather advisories are out for the entire area. Just a small area up towards Minneapolis because of a band that's kind of sit up there. They got winter storm warnings. But otherwise, we're going to keep an eye. This should continue through about 10 a.m. or noon. Right now, if you look at radar, there's this band that's moderate to even occasionally heavy just north of Eau Claire, and that's the one that's producing more of the significant snow, and that is producing the road conditions up towards Minneapolis. But roads right now pretty much snow covered all the way down to about Hickston on 994, and then it's still wet down further south until you get to southwest Wisconsin, more rural areas where they're getting a little bit more snow covered on roads too. Visibility, as you see, 1 to 2 generally, but within that band, you do occasionally go down to a half mile, and that's when it does start accumulating. As we go throughout the night, really the areas up to the north will see that band kind of weaken as we get towards 4 to 5 in the morning. Then focus really starts turning towards southern Wisconsin, south of La Crosse, as that band begins to form down in this general area after about 6 a.m. So it's like 6 to about 8 a.m. for areas south of La Crosse, where that could be some significant snow coming through at about that time frame, and then it'll kind of get out of here about 8. Rest of the areas up there, by the time we get to about 8 or 9, most of the snow, at least accumulating, so will be done with just on and off snow. Notice the temperatures, upper 20s to low 30s, so salt will continue to work just fine. And then as we go throughout the afternoon, just a little bit of snow showers, but nothing expected with any accumulation. That'll all be far southern Wisconsin. We'll start to actually clear out in the afternoon or evenings with temperatures topping in the upper 30s to around 40, so any snow on roads would all be wet by this point in the afternoon and evening. Looks pretty good. Should be generally good, clearing skies out, temperatures in the 20s. We shouldn't see any precipitation throughout the rest of the night, and that goes for Saturday too. Visibility, this is really tracking that visibility. The purples are where you're seeing half mile, the reds are about 1 mile or less, and really you got to look for that half mile to 1 mile where you can pick up moderate snowfall, that 1 inch per 8, maybe 2 inches per hour. That continues to kind of sink south, hit and miss here through about 4, and then notice it towards southern Wisconsin as we go towards South La Crosse towards 6. That area right there is the one area to watch as we get towards 6 to 8 if you're heading in that direction, where they could pick up, 1 to 2 inch per hour rate as that comes through about 6 to 8 a.m. and then it'll push further east, and generally then visibility will be fine. So that's what we're looking at right now throughout the night. Snow amounts continue. This is through about 4 a.m. Generally 1 to 2, 2 to 4 up to the north. It gets a little bit more uncertain as you go further south. Generally, this is the lighter end towards South La Crosse, where you could get 2 to 4, 4 to 6 as you go further south, generally 2 to 4. Now, the higher amounts out there, if that band sets up and gets a little bit more intense, there's some areas towards Prairie du Chien and those areas that could pick up totally like 2 to 5, maybe 4 to 8 inches. But we're not done yet with the alert day, because we got another event coming, and I just happened to look at it, and it's a Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. This could be heavy, wet snow, and something we'll track as we get into the day tomorrow and then Saturday. This will impact some travel going into Sunday night. So we'll get more into that as we get closer to the event. But for tonight, temperatures really just climbing back down to the upper 20s, low 30s. The snow will continue, start tapering off north to south, probably as in the morning hour. Once again, temperatures get up to the mid to upper 30s, near 40, so all roads should be wet by the afternoon. Once again, accumulations typically around 2 to 6, but more as you go further, probably southwest. And then we got the alert day going into Sunday, and that could be a very heavy snowfall, especially you go further north, before it turns all to rain Monday and then wraps up as rain or snow Tuesday. So enjoy the dry conditions once we get through Saturday and Saturday night, because then the snow is going to come back and then rain for Monday, Tuesday. So active period going on right now.
So maybe get all your errands done on Saturday.
That would be a good idea.
Be cozy on Sunday.
Yes. All right. Thank you, Greg. Coming up next in sports, the Bucks got their two-time MVP back in the lineup tonight at home. Plus, one of the best players in the state over at Stoddard this afternoon, Boscobel and DeSoto, squaring off in the softball season opener. Rob is next.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin, with 6 locations of fun.
I've been with U.S. Cellular for years now, and I think I'm their biggest fan. They asked me to tell you about their special customer event, Us Days. Us Days means exclusive deals just for us customers.
Us Days at U.S. Cellular. Get up to $1,200 to upgrade to any new phone.
Searching for gold at the end of the rainbow? Well, you can find it here at the King Furniture St. Patrick's Day sale. Get Shamrock with savings up to 60% off, plus 0% free financing, recliners, sofas, sectionals, and more. It's all here and it's all in stock and ready to be delivered. Plus, shop special savings in our incredible Lazy Boy Showcase. Let the shenanigans begin at the King Furniture St. Patrick's Day sale. Don't miss it.
Get
Winning 10% back is easy at Fleet Farm. For a limited time only, Fleet Rewards members can earn 10% back on all purchases in-store and online. Spend $50, get $5 back in rewards. No rebates, no coupons, no hassles. Plus, Fleet Rewards membership is free. So if you're not signed up yet, now's the time. Then get shopping to earn 10% back on everything you need for everyday life at Fleet Farm. Some exclusions apply. Not valid at Ankeny and Waukee, Iowa stores.
Ram is built to serve, and you'll find the Ram you're looking for at Pischke Motors in West Salem or Pischke Motors La Crosse.
It's last call on a Hemi V8 1500 during Ram Truck Month. Stop into Pischke Motors now to see our great selection. Ram combines power, technology, comfort, and capability with unparalleled durability, towing, hauling. Ram's V8 Hemi 1500 has you covered. Hurry in before they're all gone for good.
Start your search at Pischke.com and then drive away in your new Ram.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See? $830 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
Boom. Chocolate milk.
I'll take the chocolate milk.
US Cellular, built for us.
Bring all of the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
It's been a night full of action on the hardwood. We'll get to the biggest upset of the night in just a couple of minutes, but we'll start the show on the softball circle with one of the best players in the state. Boscobel's Greta Grassel leading her Bulldogs against DeSoto this afternoon. The future Mississippi State Bulldog will be headed to Starkville later this year, but Grassel starting her senior season in dominant fashion. 6 strikeouts through the first 2 innings of play. The D1 commit mowing down batter after batter. Then the floodgates opened up for the Bulldogs. 18 runs in this one as Boscobel blows by DeSoto 18-1, the final score. On the college diamond, all Warriors this afternoon in Winona. A 12-0 shutout over Bemidji State in game 1 of their doubleheader. Holman grad Rylan Wall chipping in for the Warriors. Wall goes 1 for 1 with a double, an RBI, and 2 runs scored. WSU also won game 2 by a final of 11-5. Wild one in South Korea this morning. Game 2 of the regular season for the Padres and Dodgers. San Diego up 3 in the 8th, but LA chipping away. Mookie Betts drives in a pair. He had a monster game. That cuts it to 1. But in the 9th, talk about a monster. Manny Machado with a monster 3-run blast to left. Padres get some insurance. They hold on for the win 15-11. Well, many of our area basketball players had phenomenal senior seasons to wrap up their high school careers. 6 of them made the cut for the WBCA All-State teams, but 3 athletes made the honorable mention list. Let's start in D2. It seemed like this guy gave a special moment every time he stepped on the floor this season. Central's Henry Meyer was a scoring machine during his final year with the Riverhawks. In Division 4, Westby's Caleb Johnson makes the cut as well. The senior led the Norsemen in scoring with just over 22 points a game. In Division 5, what a year for Cashton's Connor Butzler. The senior helped guide the Eagles to a sectional final berth. Cashton coming up just 1 win short of the state tournament. On the college hardwood, it all goes down tomorrow night in New York City. Number 5 Wisconsin with a tough test right out of the gate as the Badgers go to battle against 31-3 James Madison. This one is scheduled to tip off at 8:40 right here on CBS. Bucks back at home tonight taking on Brooklyn. Giannis back in the lineup for Milwaukee. That hamstring looks pretty good to me. Count it, plus the foul. Bucks up early. In the second, Milwaukee running away with it. A.J. Green from way downtown, he buries it. 9-point lead for the home team. Then with 5 to play in the half, Damian Lillard adds to it. Dame drains the 3. Bucks go up 13, but Brooklyn battles back early 4th. Cameron Johnson puts the Nets on top by 1, but later in the 4th, it's Dame picking the pocket. Here come the Bucks on the break. Lillard kicks it to Malik Beasley in the corner. You bet. Then with less than a minute to play in this one, it's going to be Dame with the dagger. A game-high 30 points on the night for Lillard. Bucks get the win 115-108. Hopefully you kept it right here on CBS after our 5:30 show, because if you did, you got to witness the game of the night. Number 3 Kentucky in a battle with number 14 Oakland, and the Pewaukee native putting on a show in Pittsburgh. Jack Golke was in the zone all night, 3-ball after 3-ball. Golke kept shooting it, even banked this one off the window. Just that kind of night for the former Pirate. 10 threes on the night, 32 points as Golke leads the Golden Grizzlies to the second round for the first time in school history. 80-76, the final over SEC powerhouse Kentucky. He was on fire.
Good for them. I was going for Kentucky, but I'm happy for that moment for them. The first time.
Yeah, and our first major real upset of the tournament.
And big Wisconsin energy right now.
That's right.
Ah,
Thanks, Rob.
Like it. All right, we'll be right back after this.
During Markdown Madness at Dahl Auto, choose from over 1,300 vehicles with special sales event pricing. Then make no payments until June, plus get $250 in accessories. Make a fast break to Dahl Auto.
T-Mobile coverage in my area is wonderful.
We have 8 acres, and it gives you peace of mind to know that you're going to have a reliable signal.
We enjoy hiking. We enjoy the outdoors. The coverage has been great.
And after investing billions to light up our network from big cities to small towns, T-Mobile is America's largest and fastest 5G network. See for yourself. Try T-Mobile's network free for 3 months. Your phone, our network, no strings.
The FlexSteel Factory Authorized Sale. It's happening now at Drury's in Fountain. It's easier than ever to save more than ever when you choose your FlexSteel furniture at Drury's. You'll find exciting designs, stunning fabrics, and the best prices of the year right now at Drury's in Fountain. Sofas, sectionals, recliners, even luxurious leather. The possibilities are endless. Plus, there's even 12-month interest-free financing on all FlexSteel furniture, unlimited choices, special financing, and the best prices of the year. Now at Drury's in Fountain.
The Hy-Vee Snack Sale this Friday through Sunday. Get Pringles, just $1.48. Doritos, just $3.48. Cheez-It Snack Crackers, just $1.99. And Little Debbie Snacks, also just $1.99. Plus, get these other great snack time deals. Don't miss the snack sale all weekend long, this Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum. Spectrum Internet offers speed and reliability, while advanced Wi-Fi gives you best-in-class security for all your connected devices. And Spectrum Mobile delivers unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included. Switch now and get Spectrum Internet for $49.99, plus advanced Wi-Fi and one Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line free for 12 months. Start saving today. Visit Spectrum.com, a Spectrum store, or scan to call now.
Have your own 5-star experience at Dahl Auto.
Ready, set, Van Gogh. Tonight was the Franciscan Spirituality Center's 7th annual Art Dash.
That's right. It was a celebration of fine art, food, and fun.
Local works of art, including paintings and pottery, were given out to attendees with dash tickets. And if their number was called, they had to dash to the artwork of their choice.
If it was available, they could keep it. If the piece of art was already taken, they had to select another one.
The Art Dash, organizers say, is a fun and communal way to support local artists and capture the essence of the FSC.
This highlights our Franciscan charism of beauty and creativity and joyful gospel living.
70 pieces of art were donated for the event.
A fun concept.
Yeah, I think that's a fun way to get an original piece of artwork.
Absolutely. And active.
Okay, exactly. All right, we'll be right back after this.
Keep your vehicle clean at ShipShape Car Wash in Onalaska. Unlimited car wash is only $19.99 per month. Your choice of soft touch or touchless automatic, just $19.99 per month. And we do dualies. ShipShape Car Wash next to Festival Foods in Onalaska.
It's a textbook case, out of sight, out of mind.
Couldn't they see the signs?
Here, look at the autopsy report. The signs are all there. A plugged vent, rust buildup, dirty flame sensor, and loose wiring. No sign of maintenance. The list goes on and on.
What about the filter?
Don't get me started on the filter.
Well, what does your gut tell you, Rook?
Gotta be someone close to the victim.
Someone with access.
I know who our suspect is.
If you suspect something is up with your HVAC system, call G&T Heating and Air Conditioning today.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. Whether you're ready to hit the road, tackle the yard, or start a new project, we get you the right products at the right prices. Like 20-pound bags of Blaine's brand black oil sunflower seed, just $12.99. These Scott's Turf Builder products start at $64.99 after sale and mail-in rebate. All Longfield spring bulbs, 15% off. And all Bucket Boss tool bags and accessories, 20% off. We get you outdoors because we get you at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Whether you're looking for a complete bathroom makeover or a simple bath or shower conversion, your home improvement company will exceed your expectations with stunning design options and top quality materials. We can complete your project in as little as 1 day, and all our work is always backed by a lifetime warranty on parts and labor. Call now to get up to 30% off your bathroom remodel and enjoy 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2025. Call now to take advantage of these great savings.
College is more than the knowledge you gain. It's a place to cultivate your curiosity. It's where you explore the potential and what's next. It's where you find the tenacity to rise, rather than settle for good enough. It's a series of moments that add up to form your future self. It's where what you want is within reach, on your terms. It's where you find a career, not just a job. Western Technical College. Discover what you're made of.
Keep your vehicle clean at ShipShape Car Wash in Onalaska. Unlimited car wash is only $19.99 per month. Your choice of soft touch or touchless automatic, just $19.99 per month. And we do dualies. ShipShape Car Wash next to Festival Foods in Onalaska.
All right, radar, right now that main band up to the north, that is where you get snow-covered roads. As you get closer to Toma on the interstate, it's still wet down in our area, but still pockets. So that'll continue overnight and tomorrow morning.
All right, be safe in the morning, everybody, and thanks for staying up with us.
Yeah, thank you. We'll see you tomorrow.